All right then, and welcome back everybody to the bucket list. We are back playing Black Mesa, but things are a little bit different because of circumstances that we will not divulge on the internet.
Yep.
So we are back playing Black Mesa. Or rather, more specifically, I have played Black Mesa, and in fact, it is now James who is the passenger here on his game of choice. So you're gonna see what hot mess you left for me in the last fucking save. I don't know if you can see the health bar there in the bottom left, but that's a big fucking clue to what's happened.
So if I remember right, when we left off in our last session, it was us against the testicle spider.
Yes, Gonarch was where we left it last, and there was like five or six different fucking layers to him. Like you had to get
Yes,
chased
yes, yes.
twice before you could attack him.
Jesus Christ. Remember the good old days of two-stage bosses?
Well, as we've learned from this game so far, Black Mesa kind of trebles the the chaff to a certain degree.
So I had been thinking on this, like where exactly is the chapter they're adding in on this? Like, was that spider really originally just like that first room boss fight and everything after that was added in, or was it just like
Um, I
were they given an extra like three times their health bars, or what's the difference?
I think they just added extra content. So like I think the actual, from what I can see, there were still three phases to the battle in the original Half Life. But the actual corridors, the chases, I think are unique to Black Mesa.
Okay.
Or at least at the very least the actual interlude parts. There's the parts you actually do damage to Gonarch are still there in Black Mesa. Like the first initial open one where you can basically hit his gonads and go from there. And then the second bit, I think you're in the canyon. I think that's in the
Yeah.
original. Third bit is when you actually end up in the lair itself, and you yeah, I just bounced off that guy. um, I thought we
Damn.
can kill them, but no, they are obstacles, not enemies.
Oh.
But yeah, so the actual in between bits where you're trying to like, get through the catacombs and the tunnels and trying to like those little like padding, let's say the actual puzzles in between. That seems to be what Black Mesa includes into the game. So
Okay.
Oh, Jesus,
so
so
Oh
this
God.
happened.
So
Um, again, kind of mentioning the fact that we're on two health here. Basically, once we get to smacking one of those tendrils, we're dead. So,
yeah.
danger noodles on steroids.
quite well, yeah. Well,
Oh,
danger
there's a lovely
they are.
throwback to last season.
Yeah, but like compared to the last like game that had danger noodles, we never like so bad that we were getting like death slapped by danger noodles.
Yeah.
So okay,
Oh, oh.
yeah. So there we go. And yeah, the space jump is still as dangerous as you remember it.
Yeah.
And then look what the autosave did.
Oh no.
It spawned me right
No.
there.
No. Oh no.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
What?
Yep.
Huh?
Yep.
This game.
So yeah, the autosave is it kicks in every I think 5 minutes or 3 minutes I think it is. So that's
Yep.
how the autosave works in this. I think you can change that setting in fairness. You can have it so like it like autosave every 5 or 10 minutes or whatever, but just literally rotten luck on that one.
Yeah.
You
Oh.
know. But so yeah, so this is a good start to this session was to say,
Yep.
okay, how the fuck am I gonna get past this? Like, is there any means to get through?
Are you
But
actually going to have to go back and fight the testicle spider again, just so
I
you can
was
finish it with more health?
it was an option to be honest with you. It really, really was. But like, but no, I think at that stage, I just kind of wanted to power through. Like, it is, I could theoretically get past those guys there, but it was just being able to stick to landing. I was kind of more worried about like what comes after. You know what I mean? Is there any more
Yeah.
enemies beyond this? But
Yeah.
I have kind of noticed overall the game kind of tends to work on a bit of a like here's your breeder for a while, maybe a healing
Yes.
station if you're lucky, or ammo, but not both.
Yes.
Um, so it's kind of it tends to At least one thing with Black Mesa is that it does seem to be quite benevolent with the healing points. Especially on this alien planet, which I was very surprised by.
I'm trying to remember back now in when. So I know I left just with jack shit in terms of health, but how did I leave us in terms of ammo?
Uh, so the ammo situation is not that bad because basically anything in this world is nuclear oriented. So
Okay.
basically all the big heavy nuclear weapons are what you're actually using here. The pistols,
Yeah.
there's only, with a few exceptions, shotguns and revolver were the best boys for me in this. Because in the end, you kind of like run through your assault rifle ammo quite quickly.
Yeah.
Um, so basically like you basically have a choice of essentially just like heavy machinery or just like rationing whatever ammo you have, which is why I kind of like how kind of went on the revolver a bit because it is at least quite precise. So if you have your chance to kill people, you can take them. Case in point there. So another thing I learned there, incidentally, is though that weapon there bypasses armor. That goes straight to your health. So
Oh,
didn't know that in my previous in the previous sessions. Perhaps it was just because it was so chaotic that we just didn't notice it. Or at the very least, it seems to like eat away at both health and armor at the same time. So
Right.
so again, means
So
that we
what we're saying is I wasn't entirely shit at this playthrough.
no, I
Just
think that there are some monsters that are inherently like awful and cruel. And yeah, this is a just the unfortunate respawn as it were. But what was
yeah.
quite interesting there is that those redditors actually have names, which is
What?
surprising.
Is that what the Vortugal or
Vortigons, yeah, it's apparently what they're called. In fairness, Vortigon does actually sound like a username from Reddit, so it actually checks out quite well.
yeah.
He sounds like one of those kind of like new thinkers that like actually believe but actually maybe the fall of democracy is a good thing.
Oh God, they're actually the well actually type.
Yeah, the well actuallys, yeah. You say, hi, I'm a Vortigaunt. I'm a professional contrarian.
jeez, like even the shadows will throw you off because you think they're becoming for you on your level.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly, yeah. But that's just the lighting of the game engine as well. Like this is on one of the Unreal engines, I think, or close to it actually.
I remember seeing a upgrade of
Whoa, what
time
the?
with Unreal Engine and it looks fantastic.
Mm.
But it's startled.
Yeah. Oh, it's in Source actually. Sorry, it's not Unreal. It's made in the Source engine,
Oh,
which ironically enough it was developed by Valve. So this is a fan made game of Half Life using Steam's tools or Valve's tools rather.
So really, there's no excuse that Black Mesa wasn't, actually done.
No, I mean like it's like I said, it was just like it was a fan led production. To be fair.
Yeah,
Oh yes.
I would have absolutely killed him. Why didn't you?
you've killed enough, James.
Yeah, you've kind of. Well, I think that was the kind of the most interesting thing about this section here is the fact that like they're not hostile, and
Oh,
in a weird way, like in a weird way, the only things that have been hostile have been the creatures on this planet. The rest of these guys here are not. And if you can kind of
hmm.
like if you kind of look at their design there, they have these kind of green links on them, like chains. So they're actually prisoners.
Oh,
Hmm. That's why they're so startled and they're crying and all these different things. Now I know what you're thinking. When you
is
see a
that
phallic
right?
object like that, you want to climb it, and
Yeah,
that is
that's
actually the correct answer. The world would be a very different place if those were our elevators, folks. You can tell this is a male-dominated culture.
I'm just gonna say it. Ladder dicks.
Phallic escalators. I mean,
It's either ladder dicks or dildo vaders.
oh yeah. No.
That's why spacebar betraying me again. Again, look, I just imagine there's so many accidents from like jumping off these ladder dicks. Like it just sounds like a terrible idea. There are so many better ways of doing this.
Look, it made sense on paper. This is the difference in on paper versus an execution.
Yeah, like I said, like one of the greatest when we eventually do like share cultures with these people, the first thing we're going to introduce them to are stairs.
Yeah, but first the phallic imagery.
No, I suppose it's just. I mean,
Well,
I mean, quite literally, what's the point?
Quite literally, where's the point?
It's right up here, right up into it. Okay, now what are they up to?
Like, are we going to run into the Vortugal equivalent of you?
So yeah, this is what kind of came across as I was coming through this section is that there is a certain level of mirroring happening, like what Black Mesa has is in and of itself a compound that is meant to try and make contact with this other world's end,
Yeah.
and this kind of feels like the equivalent on the other side. Now I don't know whether this is what they actually were looking for, but you can see there like they're obviously up to something.
Portaling.
Yeah, that's what it looks like. Yeah.
Portuguese.
Yeah.
It's like Portuguese but alien.
Correction, more alien. You can tell these are scientists because they also have terrible breeding. Oh my god, look! Steamed head crabs. Delicious.
So if they kill,
So we could bond over the shared hate of head crabs.
Yeah. Maybe that's how we make first contact, by bringing them one of those big fucking dogs and just say, hey, soup's up.
you mean so bring a dead Tina?
Well, I didn't want to use that exact word, but sure, why not?
Maybe they like Tina's here.
Again, it does seem to be the case that they don't. It looks like this is just like a wilderness essentially, and they are the ones that happen to. There's like little safe areas for these guys scientists to do their thing. And again, this is me just outright assuming that they are actually scientists, but like they have their own portal technology, and they all seem to be wearing some level of uniform.
Yeah, but they don't have lab coats. All scientists have lab coats.
I think that's the closest thing to lab coats they actually have.
It's the green stuff.
Yeah, like they're basically wearing, like the guy there is clearly wearing a codpiece, and weirdly enough cuffs and a collar. So they've got the three most basic elements covered for a uniform, you know. Oh, they also have like a little hook on their neck as well, so it looks like they can just like they basically hook onto a conveyor belt and just like move from place to place.
The Lewis done properly and cheaper.
Coming soon to Silicon Valley.
Yeah, that's what to say. Is like we here in San Francisco now travel by coat hanger. It is the most efficient means of rail travel the world has ever seen. It's also
Here in America, everyone has a coat hanger. Multiple uses, from storing your codes to getting rid of unwanted babies.
It's just you send them on the tram line, and they just send them downstream. That's fine. That's now Mississippi's problem. It's like Waking up on a 6 a.m. in a beautiful Mississippi morning and seeing the latest batch of orphans coming from California. By rail, of course. It
Because
sounds
most people
tragic and
can't.
all, folks, but give it about 2 years and that will actually fucking happen. So,
Not
sounds
to
like
horrendously date this video as to when we're actually recording it.
yeah, yeah, exactly. Just see, like, yeah, it does say 2024 at the bottom of the screen there, folks. Don't adjust your sets. So again, the fun part is the
Also,
one that
we're,
do his figure out what to do.
yeah.
So it's like they had the portal thing working and then it's not. It's quite strange. We're just breaking their stuff now.
Like all good RPG silent heroes. Going
Exactly.
out
Yeah.
there,
By the way, chaps, we have Black Friday coming up now.
Hmm.
Half-Life 2 is free on Steam.
Yes, indeed.
So I'm not sure if we'll continue that as part of this channel series.
Well, that's entirely your show, James. This is your bucket
Yeah.
list after. So if you wanted
Yeah. But I think the
to
first one was
you want
definitely
the
on my bucket
adventure,
list. I know the second one got very high reviews as well. I know, like,
mm,
so kind of on the background going into this series, what I knew was that the guys at Valve had started making this game called Half-Life. In order to figure out the physics for their game, they decided to make a whole other game called Vortugal.
pretty
Like
much, yeah. That's the
whole
crux of it, yeah.
purpose, the whole point of Portal One was, hey, let's figure out physics.
Yeah, it was basically trying to see to test out the game engine, the
Yeah,
source engine. Yeah.
yeah. Then from that, hey, Portal was popular. Let's set it in the same world. Portal Two was very fun, and
Mm,
Half Life Two got rave reviews. Now, I still don't know the first thing about Half Life Two. Like, given this, are we
yeah.
to make friends with these redditors, or is there going to be an escalation of the war? I don't know.
But from my understanding, anyway, it doesn't really make a difference what you do to a certain degree. But like I said, if there's an opportunity for them not to be hostile, I'm going to take it. Like it goes without saying.
What
Because
happens? What happens if you do go hostile?
I presume they'll go aggro and start attacking with the same like powers that they had when they came to our world.
And you didn't think to check this out, even just for shits and grins?
No, I actually didn't. I was genuinely just following my nose and seeing like where do we go next because like if they're not being hostile, they're not being hostile for a reason, you know?
This is where we play
Okay.
very differently. I would have just for shits and grins would have seen, hey, what happens?
Yeah, that's fair. And now here we go.
So
And
that's
now she
probably
kicks
like,
off.
could we have played this game? Oh shit! Okay, so the redditors were like under control, under duress the whole time.
Under duress is a fair assessment. Yeah, it's like they basically have been like either agitated or manipulated to blame us for the situation.
in a situation.
Well, this is a bit of a situation to be fair, because yeah, this is a real kind of death from above shit. Like the actual like proper UFOs, as it were.
So what are we gonna call these guys?
Helicopter.
I just call them balloons. That's how I describe them.
Okay.
And this is where the audio fucks up. You can hear it now getting really janky. Yeah, I'm not sure what
It's
happened
a-
with the audio, to be honest, because it was actually playing okay when I was actually doing the game, but it just seemed to be the actual recording software, like
yeah.
it kind of like tapped out or something, and just got worse.
No worries, no worries.